This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, highlighting all of Section 3, interviewing the greatest local coaches and athletes. Brought to you by SummitCars.com, broadcasting in the ESPN studios. Here's your host, Mike Bristol, and Eagle Newspapers' Phil Blackwell.
All right, here we're on it, Phil. What's going on, buddy? You're on the wrong one, Mike. Man.
You can tell it's the last show of the season because we're all lost right now. You can tell we've been busy, okay?
Holy cow.
But this is a great time of year. We've crowned our sectional champions in boys and girls lacrosse, and they're in regional games today. Baseball sectional finals take place tomorrow. Softball sectional finals take place Monday. State championships on the line in tennis and golf this weekend. Track and field, they're headed to their state championships next weekend. We have a lot of stuff to get through.
I know, a bunch of great stuff. So let's get right to it. As Phil and I, our last show of the season until we kick things back off sometime probably late August, early September as football gets rolling again. But we've got our Aflac Spotlight interview with members of the Fayetteville Manlius baseball team, and the entire team has showed up, which is nice. I like when they bust the entire team in.
Yeah.
Okay. So a week ago, no one imagined, think about it, that the FM baseball team would play for the Section 3 Class AA championship. It went 8-11 in the regular season. They were number 7 seed in a 17 field. Then the Hornets knock off number 2 seed West Jenny. Then number 3 seed CNS to get to Sunday night's title game at OCC against top seed defending champion Baldwinsville. Their head coach Jason Rucky, assistant Corey Nelson, and the entire team is with us in studio.
FM had played everyone tough during the season, and they picked off games and series against some of those better teams. But there really was no expectations outside of the Hornets circle, probably, going into the sectional playoffs. But they've gotten great pitching from Coleman, and they've gotten the timely hitting that they needed in both of those games. And now they're going to try and challenge Beeville Ace Jason Savacool, and it's going to be quite interesting tomorrow night because all the pressure's on the Bees, really.
Phil, you talked a little bit about, Noah, some of the kids here, James and Justin, Ray Satchwell, Angelo and Otto, some of the kids on the track field. So as Phil and I kind of transitioned from one interview to the next, Wegman's winning spotlight interview got members of the Casanova boys track and field team. Phil pointed out a bunch of the players here, a bunch of the athletes on that team, but it was a remarkable spring for Casanova boys track and field. There was a clean sweep of all the regular season league meets. Tons of success, large-scale invitational meets, etc. Dominant victories, OHL Cell Liberty, Section 3 Class B2 championships. That happened in May. So we're going to talk with their head coach, Mark Evans. Their captains will be here, James, Justin, Noah, all will be here in studio. And we're going to talk about the Casanova boys track and field team.
As dominant this season, Mark Evans told me it was the best Cas track team he'd ever had. And no kidding, because they just dominated everyone they had. They had good sprinters, jumpers, some distance runners, thrower Angela and Anato, for example. Just everything was there for them this season. They only have a couple kids at the state championships, but the season as a whole was really their accomplishment.
All right, and then we've got our SummitCars.com spotlight interview members of the Lafayette boys lacrosse team. And few lacrosse programs have the rich history that Lafayette enjoys, but it had not a Section 3 title in a decade entering 2009. And the Lancers only had a 9-7 regular season, but something clicked once the Section 3 Class D playoffs started. The Lancers knocked off state number 1 ranked Skinny Alice in the semifinals, then took Marcellus 16-1 for the sectional title. And on the same day, played Shenango Forks in the regional finals. 3 of Lafayette stars are here. We've got Reed Jakowski, Ethan Gentile, Trevor Hill will all join us here in studio.
The thing with Lafayette was that, again, they played most teams tight in the regular season, even when they lost games, and they beat some quality opponents. But the fact is they've already avenged 2 defeats in the regular season during this postseason run that they've made. Obviously, the Skinny Atlas one gets all the attention. But they lost to Marcellus in the regular season, too, and look how they turned that around. And now they get a chance to avenge a loss to Shenango Forks, whom they lost to in a close game in mid-April. And they've done it, and then the skill is already there with Lafayette. What they've impressed me with is their defense, mixing in zone and man-to-man looks. They've really confounded opponents who may have had an easy time with them earlier in the season.
All right, FM, Manlius Boys Baseball on deck as we get things rolling here. Mike Bristol, Phil Black. Well, Blake Bristol down yonder. Blakey, what's up, buddy? He said good. He's rolling on his Minecraft. We'll get Blake on air soon, too. We'll be right back. This is brought to you by SummitCars.com. It is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, and it's ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.
This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, brought to you by SummitCars.com.
All right, here we are on it. And Tina, you with us? How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Well, it's great to have you on. Syracuse Recruiting Battalion here, Public Affairs, and you and Mark Burns do an incredible job. Thanks for coming on and telling us what's going on this weekend. So what's happening this weekend?
Oh, the Syracuse Army Recruiting Battalion and 3 of our recruiting stations. We have, starting off today, we have the Frog Fest zip line over at Utica Rome Speedway. We're going to have our local recruiters from the New Hartford recruiting station setting up over there, running a zip line.
So first of all, I got to talk about that. So that means are you up pretty high and you can like rip super fast on that zip line and let go into something, or how's it work?
Yes.
I'm into that.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it a shot, but yes, it's climb up, give it a shot.
Can you go in the water, or does it zip line down to like a platform or something?
It's going to be a platform. I don't believe they have water. I'm headed out there in a little bit to get some photos and check it out myself.
Are you zip lining over like alligators and sharks, or is it just like zip lining over just like forest, or what is it?
I believe it's just forest.
All right, go ahead. What's the next thing? What else going on?
Kicking off today, we also have a grand opening of a sports facility out in Auburn, New York. We have the rock wall that's going to be set up out there. So if you're into climbing and you want to meet some of your local recruiters out there from the Mattydale Army Recruiting Station, they'll be out there running the rock wall.
How high is the rock wall? Do you have any idea?
Oh, I believe it's like 20 feet.
20 feet. All right. So you have like a harness on and all that good stuff?
Yes. Yes.
I'm also into that. That sounds pretty fun. All right. What else you got going on? That sounds. Where's that one?
That's out in. It's being ran by the Mattydale Army Recruiting Station.
So we got Frog Fest. We got Mattydale doing their thing. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, Mattydale, New Hartford, and tomorrow the Wilkes-Barre Army Recruiting Station is going to be set up at the Pocono race. Oh,
so wait, where's that one at the Pocono race? Where's up in the Poconos, or where's that located?
Yeah, it's right out in the Poconos at the racetrack there. They're going to be set up out there.
Beautiful area.
Handing out Army paraphernalia out there.
All right, that sounds good. Like Army, like T-shirts, all that good stuff, or what?
Yeah, all the good stuff. T-shirts, water bottles.
I definitely like that too. So you got that's 3 crazy awesome things. All right, what else? What else you got going on?
That's about it for this weekend.
Huge weekend.
Huge weekend.
So are you bouncing around, or which one are you hitting first, or what are you heading to Mattydale? You're going to go to Frog Fest? Which one?
I'm going to go over to Frog Fest here because I live in Oneida, so it's close by. So I'm going to check out the Frog Fest and the music that they have online. They're going to have a live band out there, and other vendors will be set up out there. So I'm going out there to check that out.
Oh, that sounds great. All right. Well, this all sounds fantastic, and I'm super excited. And I appreciate you taking a couple minutes to be on, Tina.
Okay. Well, thank you for having us.
All right. Well, thanks, Tina. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Syracuse Recruiting Battalion and Tina Pavosky on here on the program doing an amazing job, and we thank her. And we'll be right back. This is ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1.
This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, brought to you by SummitCars.com.
All right, here we are back on the program. Mike Bristol and Phil Blackwell. So talking some baseball right now as we get things rolling with the FM Hornets. Coach, why don't you get close to the microphone? Let's get talking to you here first. Get things a little bit organized. So let's think about this. 8-11 in the regular season, number 7 seed, 17 field. You knock off number 2 seed West Jenny, then you go to CNS, take care of that. Sunday night's title game at OCC against Baldwinsville. Let's go right through it. Let's first start with being the 7 seed. Go ahead.
You know, we never felt like a 7 seed. We've had
underrated.
We've had some tough losses. We banged with these guys all year. We went down south of Myrtle Beach. We played a couple really good baseball teams down there and came out on top. Came up. I mean, our league is stacked, as we know. They're good baseball teams. And, we lost 4 games by a run. We're leading in 7 of the 11 that we lost late in the game. We just, we couldn't finish. And, I don't think, again, we ever believed that we were a 7. I think we felt like we were just as good as anybody else in the league.
All right, we've got our SummitCars.com spotlight interview. FM head coach Jason Ruckey. Coach, let's talk about what explains the team's performance. So last week, You lost 5 out of 6 regular season games, and then look what you've done. So talk about that for a second. I know you said, hey, we weren't the 7th seed, et cetera, but talk about that for a second, and then this huge explosion.
It's baseball. Baseball's not like a lot of other sports. You can go on a quick slide. If you're not hitting, if other teams are pitching well and you're just not, you're walking guys, it can go awry.
That's like any sport.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah, and this
Come
is,
on.
and again, we're in a good league.
Yeah.
Lose 5 or 6 against really good baseball teams. You're right there in a bunch of them, and then you kind of just believe in yourself the whole time, knowing that at any point we can turn this ship around. And I think these guys in the room, they believed it the whole time.
Talk about how proud you are of these guys, and that's big.
That's the thing. Watching them grow from the team that we were a couple weeks ago, the team we are now, it's incredible. Coach Nelson and I, we're along for the ride with a great group of young men.
All right, so let's look at, first of all, let's introduce everybody in studio. Let's go all the way around the board. Say hello, talk on the microphone. What's your name and what position? Get close to the microphone.
My name's Sean Arthur, and I play first base.
What's up, Sean?
How are you?
John Ignazik, shortstop and pitcher.
John, best position in the field, shortstop. Go ahead.
Ben Delmarsh, left field.
What's up, Ben?
Mitchell Seabury, center field.
Yep.
Seth Reisman, catcher.
Nice.
Sean O'Connor, third base.
All right, start from here.
Joe Gaeta, second baseman.
Good job, Joe.
Will Duncanson, catcher, third base.
Will, you got some sweet hair. Go ahead.
Itai Espinoza, right field and pitcher.
Nice. Yep.
John Arnold, shortstop and pitcher.
Good.
Noah Olson, third base.
No, get close to the microphone again. I don't think people heard you say
Noah
that.
Olson, third base.
Good job.
Matt Vaccaro.
Matt, get close. Guys, pull the grab the microphone. Pull up.
Outfielder.
Good job, Matt.
Zach Smith, second base.
Tom Coleman, pitcher and first base.
Good.
Max Parker, pitcher and outfield.
Corey Nelson, I'm the assistant coach.
All right, did I get everybody? Everybody in here? Guys, give yourselves a big round of applause. Great job in here.
We them boys.
That's right. Coach, let's bounce back to you. I guess, in your lineup, there's obviously solid hitters top to bottom. Talk about the formula. Talk about batting. Talk about, maximizing run production.
It's about having an approach. Really, and that's
Explain that too, like what your approach is, how you guys do it as a team.
We come up there and we're looking to be aggressive at the plate. We got to understand in baseball, you got to understand strike zones, and strike zones change from umpire to umpire, and that's where it starts.
Do all the kids have green light? Are they kind of looking at you for signals every time up to bat, or for the most part, like you're talking about being aggressive? So
they have a lot of freedom. We'll put some things on when we need to, but we trust these guys to make the right decisions, and we trust them to get the big hits when they need to. So. They're at bat. That's kind of how it rolls with us.
All right. Tom, where's Tom Coleman? Is he here? Tom, jump in here. Let's talk to you for a second here. Your pitching has been sharp, yourself and Max. As former pitcher Corey, too, what's the best advice you kind of give these guys?
Well, once the ball leaves my hand, it's all up to them. So it's just I got my boys behind me, and they make the plays and they get the outs. So
talk about some of the stuff you're throwing, how you kind of approach each hitter. Are you guys analyzing guys before the game? Are you and the catcher talking? How do you guys look at that? You and Coach talking?
Yeah, so it's a conversation between me and Coach Nelson and Seth. We've played with numerous guys before, so we kind of know what their tendencies are and then how to attack them.
What do you throw now? Some pitches. What are some of your pitches?
I throw, 4-seam, 2-seam, curveball, changeup.
Yep.
So
speed? How's your speed?
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Where's Max? Max, jump in there.
Hello.
Max, kind of same question. How you approaching, each batter and how you guys approach pitching in general, I guess.
Yeah, we kind of know a bunch of the guys we play against, so we know their weaknesses and their strengths, so we kind of try and attack them from their weaknesses.
All right. Give me an example of how you attack. Inside stuff. What are you guys doing?
Well, it all depends on the player that we're throwing against, but if it's a guy that's great at hitting balls away, we'll bring it in, high and in, and they won't be able to do much with it.
What do you throw to? What do you mix things up with?
I got 4-seam, 2-seam, curveball, changeup.
Mm-hmm. Very, very good. What are you guys laughing at? Who's cracking up here? Huh? Huh? What are they laughing at you about? Because you're a young guy? Are you the young guy? Are you the young guy on the team? No. Who do we get?
The young gun.
Come here, young man.
Let's go, young boy.
He's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, talk about being the young guy in this squad and stepping up and playing so good.
Being the youngest one on the team, it doesn't really change much once I get on the field. I know that these are my boys. I've played with them since I was young because I've constantly been playing up. And
because you're the man? Constantly playing up, man. I'm going to rag on you, too.
I just feel like one of them. I don't feel any different being the younger one.
What year are you? Sophomore? Freshman?
I'm sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yep.
Nice. How you hitting?
I'm hitting pretty good.
What are you hitting? What's your average? Three bills?
Yeah.
Over three bills somewhere?
I think so, yeah.
Nice work. Give yourself a bigger round of applause. Coach, let's bounce back to you for a second. Let's talk about extra innings against West Jenny, and then what I think the rain delay against CNS. But let's talk about West Jenny, and we just had West Jenny in studio last week. Kevin was just in. So talk about that. What a game. Great game.
You know, that was, we've talked about that being, you know, we've kind of conquered our demons there. Being, again, all year long, we're up 5-1 in the fifth, a couple times 3-1 in the fifth, and we lose games, 7 games, as I said earlier, leading the fifth or later, and you got 2 outs in the seventh, and it's over, and you don't make a play to tie the game. And then they go bottom 8. They've got the bases loaded with 1 out, and the guy I'm looking at across from me, John Ignazik, strikes out their 4-hitter. We get a ground ball to Zach Smith, who just came off the bench. You know, I mean, fresh off the bench, makes a play, gets us out of the inning, and then to finish like that, it just showed us, I think, that this is where we need to be. This is where we are.
I want to give everybody a chance to talk here. We're going to do really quick, so I want to know about FM baseball, what you love about FM baseball. Game, say your name, and what do you love about FM baseball?
Sean Arthur, I love how this year especially, it's definitely more of a family than a baseball team. I feel really comfortable around these guys, and I'm really confident that we can get it done on Sunday.
That's a way to maximize the time I give you and get as many words in. That was good. Go ahead.
John Ignazik. I just love the place we play. It's not the best field, but hopefully we'll get it tweaked up a little bit. But I just love the group of guys.
The best field at FM. What's going on here? We're gonna have to raise some coin again.
Ben Delmarsh, we them boys. We got big things coming. We're going crazy out there. Like, everybody knows that we're coming out here to get it done, and that's what this team's been about all season. So let's get it.
Is he from Jersey?
Who's Syracuse.
Mitchell Seabury. What I love the most is probably
Mitchell. You're gonna study like science or something, right?
Yeah, I am.
Got you down.
Good.
What is he? Oh, a hunter too.
Yeah, hunter fisherman.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a good fisherman too. So where do you fish? What do you do?
Fish everywhere. I mean, right now I'm full into bass season and fishing for largemouth and smallmouth at lakes around me.
Where do you like to fish?
Where?
Yeah, what lake?
Casanova Lake's probably my favorite. Yeah.
Right. Next, go ahead.
Seth Reisman. The best thing I like about this team is the amount of depth we have. We can put any player in any position, and we know that they're going to get the job done.
I like it.
Sean O'Connor, like Sean said, it's really a family atmosphere, and it's just always fun playing with these guys.
Irishman. Go ahead.
Max Parker. I just love playing with these boys. I've been playing with them since I was young, and it's just been great.
I'm with you. Assistant coach, jump on the mic here for a second. So talk about working with Coach here and you guys working together.
Yeah, we've been coaching together for 4 years now, and I think we're finally kind of starting to get our stride. I'm working a lot with the pitchers now. He's working defensively and with the hitters, and I think we're finally starting to get our rhythm. So we've had these guys for a couple of years, and we're finally
find your formula.
Click.
Yep. Very cool. Pitch. Go ahead.
I'm Tom Coleman, and I just love about how much fun we have, and now it's just a game, and that's how we play.
Good.
Zach Smith. I would say it's just a lot of fun. Like playing with these boys the last 6 years, just a lot of fun.
Very cool.
Matt Vaccaro. I like how we've been able to be so successful through a shaky regular season to just come out so strong in the sectional playoffs.
Nice.
Noah Olson. I just love the atmosphere on our bench, on the field. We just got swag. We're ready to play.
Swag. You and the Jersey dude.
John Arnold. I just love how, on and off the field, we always hang out and we're always together doing things.
Nice. Go ahead, youngster. The guy that got moved up.
Itai Spinoza. I just love how through the ups and downs we can still get things done, stay confident in these boys to just do the job.
Go ahead, Catch.
Will Duncanson, I just love how hard these boys work every day, to come in and play and win for each other no matter what.
All right, nice.
Joe Gaeta, I just love the camaraderie on this team and the blue-collar work ethic that we have, and it's just a hell of a season so far, and I'm looking forward to winning tomorrow.
Watch your mouth, youngster. Good job. Coach, let's get back to, extra innings against CNS. Talk about that for now, or for a second.
Rain delay.
Yeah.
Oh, the rain delay. these guys on the bench, you wouldn't think they were at a baseball game. You'd think they were at a party. I mean, they were loose. They were good. They nothing bothered them. And then for Max to come out, I mean, any pitcher will tell you, Coach Nelson and I, we were back and forth. And Coach Nelson, obviously a great pitcher, and he said it's tough to come back even after a half hour, to throw, and to sit for an hour and 20 minutes and come out and throw the way Max did. I mean, you want to talk about grit. That says it all about the kind of kid he is.
Very, very cool. Man, let's talk about Matt for a second. Max, where are you? Yeah, jump back in for a second. So that's a big compliment from Coach. Talk about, I guess, the being strong mentally and getting through stuff like that.
I just knew that I had my boys behind me, and all I had to do was throw strikes, and they would make the plays behind me. So wasn't really worried about it. Just had to get through the rain delay and throw strikes.
Coach, nice humble squad, minus your sophomore. I mean, talk about this.
Well, we talked before we came in. They're not very humble.
These guys are well rehearsed.
They're a great group. I mean, they are. They play for each other. Nobody's about themselves. So
I love it. Let's go to your assistant coach again. I forgot. What's your name again? Corey Nelson. That's right. Sorry about the Corey. Let's talk about Baldwinsville. So they swept all 3 games for you. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about their ace, obviously, and how you guys are going to approach something like that.
Yeah, they have a really good pitcher, but I think we're Savicol, yeah. I think we're just as good as they are, and we've played them close all year long. A couple games late got away from us, a couple miscues on the field, a couple walks here and there, but I think we're finally hitting our stride, so I think it's going to be a good game, and I think we can pull it out.
Coach, talk about Savicol for us as a coach looking at a player, evaluating a player.
He's got it all. I mean, Jason throws hard, he throws strikes, he's got a bunch of different breaking pitches, and he's got some moxie on the mound. Nothing bothers the kid. We've seen him a few times over guys that have been here over a couple of years. You're not going to be easy. We're going to go up and give great at bats, and we've got our guy in the mound going with him. So hopefully we can come out, we'll match and play a good game, keep things close late, and then anything happens.
All right, let's talk, guys. I'm going to give you one more second, just real quick. I want to talk about what a title would mean for FM baseball. All right, real quick.
It would mean a ton. FM's a lacrosse school predominantly, so showing them that baseball can do it too would mean a lot.
Name quick and what it mean to you.
John Ignazik, I don't think that we've actually won a title here at FM, and it would mean a lot to bring it in.
Jersey, go ahead. Keep it short.
It's Jersey. I think it would mean everything. It would mean everything for the school.
Good.
Mitchell Seabury, I think Coach says a lot that it's not good to peak, early, but to peak later, and I think that's exactly what we're doing, and we're ready to take it down in sectionals.
Seth Reisman, I mean, it would mean a lot just being able to do it and being able to do it with this team would mean a lot.
Sean O'Connor, a first-time title would be huge for the school and just huge for the baseball program.
Very cool.
Max Parker, I say if there's a team that can do it, this is the team.
Nice.
And I think we're going to do it.
Very cool. Keep it going.
Tom Coleman, just like how everyone's saying, it'd be huge for this school and huge for this team.
Zach Smith, it'd just be kind of history making winning the first sectional for FM.
Matt Vicar, I think it'd really be big for the school and set a precedent for the FM baseball program in the future.
Noah Wilson, I think it would be everything, and to could rub it in my brother's face for not winning one.
John Arnold, it would be great because it's been a while since FN's been to the section final for baseball, so it'd just be awesome.
Nice. Sophomore.
I think it would just mean that we got it done. We finally did what we knew we could do.
Nice.
Will Duncanson, I think I think it'd be nice to win because all everyone talks about is the lacrosse team and how they win sectionals every year. So,
Will, what year are
getting
you?
the baseball team on the map. I'm a junior.
Okay, you're going to give the senior commencement speech. Go ahead.
Joe Gaeta, I think it would mean everything to me because I've been playing with these boys since I was a kid, and just to know that I'm not going to play with them ever again probably after this season would be everything to me and everything.
His nickname now on your team is Jersey. You guys understand that?
Come on now, you already know it's Jersey. Yeah, let's go.
All right, we'll be right back, Phil and I. Guys, we got about 30 seconds. We've got Casanova Boys Track and Field on deck. Now, guys, thanks for coming to the studio. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1.
This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, highlighting all of Section 3.
All right, here we are back on the program. Mike Bristol joined alongside with the great Phil Blackwell. And Phil, it's always enjoyable to have you in studio. The man, the myth, the legend. We've got our Wegmans winning Spotlight interview, members of the Casanova Boys Track and Field team. So a remarkable spring for Casanova Boys Track and Field. There's a clean sweep of the regular season league meets, plenty of the success at a large-scale invitational meets as well. Dominant victories in both the OHSL Liberty and Section 3 Class B championships. That was in May. And to talk about that, the Lakers head coach Mark Evans is here in studio. Mark, what's going on? How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Great to have you in studio. Put the mic right close to your face there. And also a longtime assistant with football?
Yes, long.
Yeah, a little football action. So let's talk football for 1 second.
Sure.
Who's coaching this? Yeah, what's going to happen here? What's the deal?
I get to make the big announcement.
Well, I mean, we're going to put. Wait a minute. This is how we do this. Actually, we're gonna have to do this officially. Right here.
Okay.
Wait. We've got our SummitCars.com spotlight interview, and we're going to talk about Casanova Lakers football for a second. And Mark Evans, let's go. Who's the new coach?
The new coach is Kyle Martin, Earth science teacher.
The assistant, right? You promoted him, right?
Yes.
Great.
Oh, that sounds great. All right, good job. Good announcement.
I'm just going to stay on as an assistant.
I hear that.
Work it.
Phil, jump on the mic.
He's been so important to you guys since he joined the staff, so it's great that they kept the continuity. Somehow that seemed to work when Jay took over a few years ago. That seemed to work.
Phil,
thank you.
I'm going to let you roll with this.
Okay. So we'll talk to Casanova your track a little bit. Mark, and all the time you've coached this team, I mean, you've said this is the best group you've ever had in terms of the talent and accomplishments, and why was this team just so good?
We have great kids, and we have a large number of kids, 3 of which are here with me today, that are into track and field. And so I've been so lucky. I think it's my 6th year being the head coach of the boys program. I took over for longtime head coach Tom Neidl, who I also...
Tom's the man.
Yep. So who I also coached football with for a number of years. Love that man. And took over the position of head coach in track. And we've kind of built our numbers back, and we're at full capacity now. There was 54 this year on the varsity team, and just strong across the board. Great kids, and into track, and we had no holes in our lineup.
No kidding. I mean, absolutely. Now, I'm going to mention some of the 3 guys here. Introduce yourselves, all 3 of you. Start with you.
My name is Noah DeRochi, and I'm a distance runner for Casanova Track and Field.
And
my name is Angelo Anato. I am a thrower for Casanova Varsity Track and Field.
And you are?
Justin Gagnon, hurdler and sprinter, senior.
Now, going back to this team, you mentioned the numbers. I mean, were you surprised at how many people came out for track this year? I mean, a little bit? I mean, ask any of the kids. I mean, you were surprised by the numbers you had?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. We had a lot of guys that participated in track when they were younger come back, and we had a lot of young talent coming onto the team. So I was a bit surprised that we had so many kids come out, and I think that attributed to such a good season.
And I asked Justin this question. Because you have so many kids on this team, does that make everyone work harder and inevitably make everyone better too?
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed a little bit of a resurgence in the motivation this year, especially compared to years past. Especially the freshmen, they're working with the seniors day in, day out, and it's really just pushing them past their limits, you know. So I think that's really good for the morale and also the work ethic of the team.
Speaking of work ethic, we got Angelo here. He was dominant in both the pull, shot put, and the discus. How much time per week do you spend throwing? How many throws do you take before you have competitions? I mean, how many throws do you take to warm up? Or what's a typical week look like for a thrower?
Well, I think a typical week for a thrower is drill the small stuff. It took me a long time to finally solidify a lot of things, mostly for shot, I feel like. Discus came a little easier to me than I had expected it to.
What were your longest throws in both events?
My longest discus throw was a standing throw of 131 feet 2 inches at Chittenango. And my best shot put outdoor was 41 feet 9 inches at sectionals. My best shot in indoor, I was spinning at the time, I threw 43 feet 2.5 inches.
Why is it more? I mean, it's obviously easier to you get more out of a spin than you do just a standing. It's kind of like with the long jump, kind of like that, right? You get more leverage, get more time to build up a throw, don't you?
Yes, I would agree. Shot put, on the other hand, is going to be a little tougher because all of the weight's on the inside. nothing like disc where it's compared to the outside where you can control it a little easier.
Justin, I'm going to Justin here. You were a part of some really good relay teams, including one that won the sectional and won the state qualifying Division II as well yesterday. How much time has you spent working on things like baton exchange? Because that's the toughest part of those relays, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean I completely agree with you, and it really takes some time to perfect it, and that's really eventually the speed of the guys is probably the number one factor. Close behind it, or even not paralleling it in importance is the handoffs. And if you could have a really fast team doesn't know what they're doing with their handoffs, and it's just really detrimental to the team and as a whole. And I think that's why we did well this year. We spent a lot of time on handoffs, and we spent a lot of time with each other, knowing when to go, when to take the baton, and it's just really jived together for us this year.
We're back to Noah here. I mean, in terms of distance running, who are some of the guys this year that really stepped up in terms of distance runners along with you?
We have two young guys that have stepped up and have done really well. We have Jared Smith, who ran the steeplechase really well last night with a 10:35. We have a freshman that joined the team this year, and he ran a 5 flat mile, which is pretty good for a freshman coming on and with no running past experience. Yeah. And then we have a good 800 runner that just recently got the New Bounce it was actually Andrew Kent for the 800. Yep, and he got the freshman qualifying for New Bounce. So I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, Aronson, Kent, some of those distance runners, they've been really, really strong this season as well. Mm-hmm. And then you have this, and I'll go back to Mark here, Coach Evans here a little bit. You got the De Leon brothers too. Sam and Slater. I got them confused quite often this season. Now explain, Sam and Slater, who's older, who's younger, and what are their specialties?
Okay, well, they're both, Sam's the senior. He's the pole vaulter. He just got the school record, Casanova school record in the pole vault last night with a vault of 13 feet 6 inches. Just missed 13.9. He's the senior. He's also a big part of a second leg of our relay team, our 4x1 relay team. Slater, his younger brother, he's 10th grade, 11th grade, 10th grade. Amazing athlete. Anchor of the 4x1, went to state quals in the 200. Probably could have gone in the 100, but we spread him around so much in all these events. Also, a triple jumper and a long jumper, was in state quals for the triple jump last night. Amazing athlete. And you know what makes those guys great, as well as these three that are with me today, is how hard they work and how they lead the right way. We had 30 guys that I pride myself in writing. I try to write good practice plans so these kids work hard. I say 30 out of the 54 kids on the track team followed those practice plans for the most part and worked really hard. And I think that's what part of that formula of winning in CAS with track.
And I also mentioned Ray Satchwell, too. He's been so important to you guys. I mean, Ray is also Ray Satchwell, too.
Amazing. Amazing triple jumper, long jumper. Been on the varsity track team since 8th grade.
That 5-year guy.
Yeah, 5-year guy. We've got a number of those guys. And Justin Gagnon's one of them. Angelo Anutto's one of them. Noah DeRochi. These guys here with me today are all 5-year or at least 4-year track guys and done well all the way through. Could I say one thing? I don't want to leave this interview without recognizing Kurt Wheeler, our girls coach.
Oh, what a great team they have.
He's such a mentor coach to me, kind of showing me this whole thing with the way he's done it. We've kind of copied a lot of things from the girls program. And also my assistant coaches. This year, it was Bob Ofield. He covered for Coach Tuga. They had to take a leave from coaching this year. Mark Tuga. And also Katie Canonzero, Ashley Kent. All those coaches really roll up their sleeves and help me, as well as these senior boys, with our track program. So thank you, coaches.
And to all the guys, I would ask this one more last thing. Did it surprise you just how much your team dominated, even in the big, league meets, sectional meets, especially in the sectionals? I mean, you're facing a lot more teams, and you end up doubling the next team's score. Did it surprise you how much you dominated?
I really, I don't want to sound like boastful, but I had a pretty good idea that we would win sectionals. especially in outdoor, since we really we dominated in indoor. And I mean, we had more kids coming for outdoor, like Sam De Leon and a couple other good sprinters, and they really just added to the team, just to our success as a whole. And do you guys have anything else you thought about it?
Yeah, kind of going off of what Justin said. I mean, looking at indoor to outdoor, I honestly thought we were going to have a young team. And as soon as we saw how many underclassmen there were, we were like, okay, this is going to be new kids coming in, new abilities coming in, and it didn't really, I personally feel like it didn't really affect the seniors who have been doing this long enough. Like, I feel like it was just more of a, I'm going to pass you my knowledge, and I hope you can retain some of it.
Right. Same thing with you, Noah.
I feel like there was no holes in our lineup, that we were filled in every single event, and we had a lot of qualifiers. So I did expect to win by quite a wide margin. But we did have to work hard for it at the same time, and we put in a lot of effort to actually get that victory.
All right, we'll do some quick shout-outs here. First, Justin?
Shout-outs to people on the team.
And Angelo?
I want to give a big shout-out to Kyler Hathaway and Gordon Wester for having a great season this year.
And Noah?
Shout-out to Jared Smith and Michael Senehy and Andrew Kent.
And a shout-out to Andrew Lee, our morality aspect of the team.
Right. And finally, you, Coach Evans.
Just a shout out to the Cass School District, all the teachers and all the coaches that I work with, administrators. Just a great place to work. So I'm enjoying myself and working with these kids.
All right, great job. Guys, give yourselves a big round of applause coming in studio. All right, who's on deck, Philly? What do we got?
Lafayette Boys Lacrosse.
All right, we'll be right back. This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show presented by SummitCars.com.
This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, brought to you by SummitCars.com.
All right, here we are back on the program. Mike Bristol and Phil Blackwell. So a couple more interviews as we get rolling here and finish things up for the season. So it's always nice to have all the kids on and in studio. So we've got our Aflac Spotlight interview with the Lafayette Boys Lacrosse team. So let's get that going right now. Boys, welcome in studio. Let's first, who do we got? Reed Jakowski. Where's Reed? Reed, what's up? Say hello to everybody, Reed.
What up? Hey, Mom.
Did you say word up?
So what up?
Ethan Gentile. What's up, Ethan?
What's up, guys?
Where's Ethan? You're right there. All right, you're Ethan Gentile. Trevor Hill.
Yeah.
What's up, Trevor Hill?
What up?
So let's talk about it. We've got the Lafayette Boys Lacrosse team, and haven't had titles since the decade, 2009. You're 9-7 the regular season. You guys turn around. Things start rolling. You make Class D playoffs. You knock off number 1 ranked Skinny House in the semis. You rout Marcel 16-1 for the sectional title. Reed, what happened? Let's talk about this. Go right through it.
Oh, man, just right when sectionals came around, our team, we came together. We had some issues earlier in the season with practices and stuff, so we came together as a team, and we told each other, we had a chance to go far. We knew we were a good team, but we weren't really playing like it. So the last 2 weeks of practices we've been going, as hard as we can, and we've just been really getting in and getting our time's worth.
Ethan, talk about that as well. I mean, incredible job. Talk about, I don't want to call it a turnaround or what happened. So what clicked? What was the deal?
I think just midway through the season, we had one game, and we really noticed our potential. And we brought that out in practice, and we turned around on the field. And it really showed, and now we're this far.
Trevor, go ahead and talk about that as well.
Halfway through the season, we've been getting pretty serious during practice, and then
feels like get close to the microphone. Yeah, that's all.
And after that, we've been doing pretty good ever since.
So did you guys meet amongst yourselves, Reed? Did you guys talk amongst yourselves and say, come on, what are we doing here? Let's go.
Yeah, so we had the coaches leave the locker room. And we had,
good. All right, let's hear all about it.
And we had,
hold on
sorry,
Coach. I want to get that here. So let's get a little video action here. So we got our SummitCars.com Spotlight interview. So Reed, talk about it. Lafayette, incredible change. All right, what happened?
Yeah, so we had our coaches leave the locker room. I'm not sure when. We did it like twice maybe before sectionals. And we just had our captains and seniors talk to the team, basically explain to everyone that if you're going to be at practice, you have to go hard. You have to do it for your seniors, do it for your teammates. And everybody was on board, and we told people if they didn't want to be here, they're only hurting the team and they should leave. And everybody was on board, and everybody listened to their seniors and their captains, and everyone's really all connected right now, and everything's going and we're rolling.
So, Trevor, let's bounce you here. You're going to go to Ethan as well, and let's talk about this. So, when you decide, or when you guys had that meeting, did everyone come out of there like, boom, completely refocused?
Yeah, because they talk about showing up on time and being dedicated to the team.
I mean, were guys like kind of slacking off? Were they just like taking this as like, whatever, it's just lacrosse?
They're just not really taking it as seriously as they should be. And after we have those talks, everybody starts clicking.
So Ethan, what did you say? Did you jump in on that? How?
Yeah, we had a big problem with showing up to school on time and not just being there.
Close to the microphone there, bud.
So we told all them, just clean up your act.
Get close to the microphone when you're talking. No, meaning like take the microphone and put it up towards your mouth like that. There you go. Good job.
We just told them to clean up their act and get here on time, or else you're not going to be part of the team.
Okay, we've seen what you've done in the playoffs. We know that having those meetings and what took place. Did you guys think, Reed, going in, that you had the shot that you had and that you would do what you were going to do?
I know our team was confident. I don't think outside of our locker room and our coaches, I don't think people thought we'd make it as far as we did. But the first time we played Skinny Atlas, I think we lost by 7 maybe, but we played a terrible game.
So you guys knew too?
This was a week before sectionals. We played a terrible game, and we knew our potential was way better than that. And so we knew if we got past Tully, there was a good chance we'd see Skinny Atlas again. So we practiced hard, and once we were excited to get the chance against Skinny Atlas again. And I think when we came out with our intensity and stuff, they were a little bit surprised by that. And I think at halftime, we were up 6-0. I think it was just hard for them to come back right then because we were rolling, and they were very surprised by it. But we knew the potential that we had.
So Ethan, you guys knew your firepower. You guys knew what you had going into that thing. I mean, were you surprised though 6-0 at halftime?
I wouldn't say I was surprised. I was more happy, but I wasn't comfortable.
That's good. Trevor, how did you feel at that point? Were you like, hey, we got this?
Yeah, I was thinking that we got this, and that we just got to keep going and
keep the momentum
and keep scoring and don't let them come back.
In the regular season, there was a lot of close defeats. Obviously, it's hard to maintain, I guess, confidence, and you can get frustrated. You guys, I love that you guys had a kind of a team meeting and you guys rebounded yourselves and refocused. That says a lot about all you guys as athletes and as people. Reed, talk about the confidence and talk about maybe being frustrated during the season, but able to get over that.
Yeah, so there were definitely some frustrating parts of our season. We started off 3-0, I think, and then after that we lost a bunch of close games. And throughout the season we've definitely lost guys. We lost a couple starters, guys going on vacation and not telling coach. So we definitely had to move some guys around, especially myself this year. I'm usually an attack guy, and I played midi all this year until we lost one of our players, and now I'm back at attack. So we really were just picking up for guys that maybe were slacking or left. So we really had to position ourselves, but it worked out better because now our team chemistry is a lot better.
Now, I got to say something. A lot's been made about the defense you guys have played, the zone that you worked, especially against Skinny Atlas, with some man-to-man looks. Was that changed during the season? When did you start playing zone a lot? When did that happen?
So with all of our other teams that we've played, we've noticed that man-to-man would work the best, but with all their outside threats and the plays that they ran, our man would not compete with their offense. So we went into a zone, went back and forth, surprised them with what we were giving them, and it turned out well.
I'll ask Trevor this question. I mean, there's a lot of skill on this team. How difficult is it to stay within a system maybe that the coaches are telling you without stifling the creativity that you guys have? Because I've seen some interesting shots you guys take and passes. I mean, what's the balance that you strike between those two, the system and then the creativity and the individual skills?
We do a bit of both at the same time. So it really blends in together the way our coach has us run our offense. So I like it.
Yeah, he definitely encourages our coach. We have set plays and stuff, but he loves the creativity, so he lets us go out there and he knows how we play. So
and I tell you guys love it too. I saw that as well. But of all the guys on the attack, which one has the best passing skills? Passing skills.
I'll probably say Trevor right here. He's our ex guy, so he's behind the cage, seeing everything.
And then who's got the best shot, the most interesting shot in terms of not just the ability to fire in, but also do behind the back and some of the stuff that I've seen, the shove shots, whatever?
I'd probably say Reed. He has, first half of the season, he probably had a backhand goal every game.
How much do you practice that? Because it's when you gotta use it, it better work.
A lot. I've practiced it a lot, but usually in the backyard. After practice. After school. But I'm able to do it because our coaches like that style of play, and that they evolve with the game. So it's cool that I'm able to do that.
Now, twice already you've beaten teams in the postseason you lost to in the regular season. You're going to face them again. You're facing one with Shenango Forks. You lost a close one to them in mid-April. What do you remember about them, and how do you turn that around?
We remember a lot. We know that we weren't as manned up as a team that we are now. And we know what they run. We know what players to shut off. We know what offenses to run, and we'll be a lot more comfortable in this game coming up.
How valuable is it in this program to have such examples of the people, especially the Thompson brothers, and where they came through this program, and the impact they've had on the game on and off the field in terms of being role models?
Reed, why don't you answer that?
They've definitely had a huge impact. You come into Lafayette and you walk through the halls and you see the jerseys and you see all the highlights of Lyle Thompson and the crazy things he's done in college lacrosse, and you see clips of him playing at Lafayette. So he's been a role model, for Lafayette lacrosse. And 2009, they were playing in the state championship, and it's great that we're able to, 10 years later, be back at it.
And also, how inspiring is it to see a Lafayette alum be the coach of the NCAA championship? Lars Tiffany, of course, the coach of Virginia to the national championship. You obviously were watching that unfold. How inspiring is it that someone like that, and it shows what you can do from a school like that?
Yeah, that was awesome. I loved how we talked about bringing the communities together. He's definitely been a role model too. I grew up 5 minutes from where he lived. I live right across from him, but it was really cool that he deserved that opportunity. I think he's a great guy, and it was really cool to see a Lafayette alum get a championship.
The best thing about it, we hear so much about West Jenny alums and all their coaches, and we've heard that ad nauseum. So to have someone from Lafayette really, really is special, I think, to just show that it's not just one school, that's a whole bunch that's all Central New York community as well. Anyway.
All right, well, let's keep rolling, guys. Did you guys do some shout-outs yet?
Nope.
Go right around the board. All right, Reed, who do you want to give a shout-out to?
Shout out to my family, my mom and my dad, my sisters, Kathleen and Taviet.
All right, good job. Let's go around. Go ahead.
Shout out to my Grams.
Trevor. Grandma, I like it.
Because I know I'm their favorite.
Yeah. Ethan, how about you?
Shout out to my family and my poppy and Taco.
That's very cool. And then who'd you guys bring in the studio?
My girlfriend.
Let's go. Come over here and say hello. You play any sports here? What's your name?
My name is Maya.
Maya, you play any sports at the...
Yes, I play lacrosse and soccer.
Nice. Maya, you the best on the team or what?
No.
One of the? But you're good. You can say yes.
Okay.
So, Ethan, did she drive you guys, or who drove?
I drove.
You drove.
Yep.
Brought the whole crew.
Yep.
What are you guys doing after?
Well, we got a game tonight, so we got to get on the bus, 1:30.
You guys got that sweet champ shirt on, though.
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
Thank you.
Those are nice. The dry fits and everything. They went quality, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right, so when you guys get on the bus, is there any kind of game plan that you've had amongst yourselves or what? Real quick, Reed.
We're just going to stay loose, until we get pretty close, and then we'll focus on the game, and get off ready to go.
Yep. Ethan?
We know it's coming, so we're excited. We're all going to have fun on the bus, and we're going to go out there and take care of business.
Trev?
Yeah, we're all going to stay focused and keep our head in the game.
Any game film? Did Coach break down any game film?
Yep, we watched film yesterday.
What did you find out, Reed?
Well, they're the same team, that we played early in the season, so we knew quite a bit about them. But first time we played them, I think it was over break, so we were missing a couple guys. And we're a totally different team now than we were before, so we know what we got to do, and we're going to go out and do it, hopefully.
All right, very, very cool. And Ethan, same thing. Same question.
What was that?
What you learned from the film? Anything Coach Tell you, explained to you, something you picked up?
Yeah, basically how he breaks it down, what defense is, what offense is, who we're going to pick up, and it just lets you know when you see a number on the field what you're going to do with them.
All right, and Trev, how about you? Anything from game?
Yeah, just how the defense works and how they operate and what I can do to go through them.
Take care of business and score. All right, guys, give yourselves a big round of applause. Spotlight interview members of Lafayette Boys Lacrosse Team. Incredible job, guys. Thanks so much for coming to the studio. Really appreciate it. ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. This is the Aflac Insurance Inside High School Sports Show, presented by SummitCars.com. We'll see you next year. Well, not really next year. We're going to see you, a couple months. See you September. Guys, come on, make more noise than that. Let's go, let's go. And good luck tonight. Take care of business here for Section 3 Sports. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good job, guys.
Thank you. Thank
you.
All right, good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, good job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All